If you receive a text message on Balance 2, you can reply to that message using the full QWERTY keyboard on Balance 2. So you can swipe to the left on the message and you get this arrow, tap on it, and it gives you three modes to reply. You get the keyboard, you get the voice to text, and the emoji options. So if we go in keyboard, you get the full QWERTY keyboard and you can type out your message from here. You can use tap to dictate option here and it will dictate whatever it is that you say, and you can send that off. And then finally you have the emojis, and you get a lot of emojis actually to send as a reply to the message. Balance 2 comes with offline voice control, which is a very useful feature. So if you go in settings and then scroll down, you will see this voice assistant feature. Go in here and then you can go in offline voice control. Now here you will see three options: wake up mode, view all voice commands, and offline voice language. In wake up mode, you can turn on how this feature turns on. So you can set up respond within 5 seconds after you turn your wrist, respond within 5 seconds after the screen lights on, or respond during screen light up. So there is that, and then you can view all voice commands here that you can use to control the watch features. So system control, you can go in here, you can say watch face to control the watch face, enable DND, disable DND, and all that. So you can see all these commands here that lets you control different features of the watch using offline voice control. And then the last option here is offline voice language. Go in here and you get these four languages that you can use this offline voice control. So let's go ahead and try this. I will set up respond within 5 seconds after the screen lights on. It comes up. Enable DND. And there you go. Do not disturb mode is turned on. Disable DND. And there you go. It works really well and you can control a lot of watch features using this offline voice control. If you go in the app drawer, you will get this app, and when you'll tap measure, it will measure 4 health metrics in one go. So it will measure your heart rate, breathing rate, blood oxygen levels, and stress levels in one go, which is pretty awesome. So it saves you a lot of time. So when we'll tap measure, it will tell you to put your wrist down, relax, and then it will take 45 seconds to do its thing. So here you'll see that we've got 4 measurements at the same time. We've got heart rate, stress, blood oxygen levels, and breathing rate. Now you can see that the measurements are not accurate because the hand was not properly relaxed, was not the correct angle, and I was probably not that relaxed. But anyways, that's how you can measure 4 metrics in one go using this app. Next up, you can go in the sleep app and then scroll all the way down to go in settings, and here you can set up your sleep schedule. So if you go in here, you can set up days, bedtime, wake time. You can also set up the wake up alarm, so the watch will sound an alarm at your wake up time. You can also turn on the bedtime reminder. So this is something that you can use to improve your sleeping consistency over time or improve your sleeping habits. So the watch will remind you 5 minutes before your bedtime, or you can change it to 10 minutes, 15, 30, or turn it off as well. From here, you can also enable sleep mode. So sleep mode will be automatically enabled during the sleep schedule period. Moving on, you can also customize workout settings according to your needs. So if you go in the workouts and go in any particular workout, so for example, I'll go in indoor cycling, you can scroll up and here you will see a few options. So you can go in assistant where you can set up your workout goals by workout effect, by workout data, and conditional pause. You can add that, or you can set up no goal. Then you can also have workout alerts. So safe heart rate zone, time, calories, drinking water, energy intake. You can set it all up from the watch. Then you have your training, where you can set up your training template, and that you can do from the Zep app. You can also set up your training interval. So if you go in here, you can set up all these things by going in settings, turn on warm up, training, rest, loops, number of sets that you want, and you can also add a cooldown duration here as well. If you scroll further down, you get to more, and if you go in here, you can customize the data page as well. So you can tap on it, select what you want to see in the data page for every section, which is a lot of customization options on Amazfit Balance 2. You can also turn on heart rate push during workout. You can also record voice memos and transfer them to the Zap app on your phone as well, which is pretty cool. So if you go in the app drawer, you will see this voice recorder. Go in here, and here you can record voice memos, and then press save. Tap on it again, you can listen it, increase or decrease the volume, delete it from here. Now if you'll go in Zap app on your phone, go in device, scroll down, you can go in voice memo app, and you will find the voice memo that we've just recorded on the watch. You can tap on transfer, select this voice memo, and select transfer to phone, and now this voice memo will be transferred from the watch to the phone. You also get a jet lag manager app. So if you go in the app drawer, you will see this app. This is the jet lag manager. If you'll tap on it, it will tell you to first add the trips from the Zap app on your phone. Now if you go in the Zap app, go in device, scroll down, you will see this jet lag manager app. Go in here, and from here you can add your trips. So I have added some trip details here from Toronto to London, and you can also select if this is a one-way trip and then confirm. Then it will ask you a few questions. How much do you expect jet lag to affect you on your upcoming flight? So let's say a lot. How many days do you think it will take for your jet lag symptoms to subside? Do you use melatonin to adapt faster and sleep better? You'll start receiving guidance 72 hours before your departure. And there we go. So now you can see that we have the jet lag guidance: seek light, time slot, be active, avoid light, and sleep at this time. So you can follow these to improve your jet lag symptoms for your travel. So once you have set up your flight details on the Zap app, you will receive all the instructions in the jet lag manager app on the watch. So if you'll go in here, you'll see the time difference between Toronto and London, and then if you scroll up, so it tells you in this graph format when to avoid light, when to be active, when to seek light, and when to sleep. You can also go in settings, and you can from here schedule reminders, morning check-in, and all that stuff. If you go in the app drawer, you will see this Zap coach feature. Go in here, and it tells you to create the training plan in the Zap app first. So let's go ahead and do that. So in the Zap app, go in workout, scroll down, and you will see this option Zap coach. Go in here, and it shows you all your devices and the currently connected device, which is a Amazfit Balance 2. Select that, press OK, and now you can create your whole plan on the Zap app. So we'll start with basic AI plan. So here you can select your weekly workout days, your average workout duration, average workout intensity. So let's select this one, and let's go moderate. You can select the days that you want to work out, select the intensity, schedule it, and select the start date. Press done, and now you can go through all of this stuff and then go in view details. So now your Zap coach plan is ready to go. Now once you have set it up on the Zap app, you can go in the Zap coach app on your watch, and here it will tell you that today is the rest day, so you can relax. And then you can scroll, you can see your training progress, your training days, training day, rest day, and all that stuff. Training reminders, you can set that up, and you can also set up your workout alerts. So this is how you can set up Zap coach and your training and follow it up on the watch. You can also change the wearing direction of the watch. So right now, when you wear the watch on your left wrist, the buttons are on the right. Same is the case if you wear it on your right wrist. But what if you want to wear it on your right wrist, but you want the buttons to be on the outside like this? So you can change that. And for that, you need to go in settings, then go in preferences, scroll down, and then go in varying direction and change the button on the right, which is the default setting, to buttons on the left. And now you'll see that the screen orientation has reversed and I can wear my watch like this on my right wrist with buttons outside. Next up, Amazfit Balance 2 also has an off wrist lock feature where when you will take off the watch will lock itself. Now you can access this feature by going in settings, then go in preferences, scroll down and you'll see this feature off wrist lock. Go in here and you can read about it from here. When the system detects that the watch is off the wrist, it automatically locks the watch with a passcode, and you can turn it on, and here you can set the passcode. So right now I'm wearing the watch and all the features are working on this watch. Now let's take it off and see how quickly it locks itself. And there you go. I think it took a second to lock the watch after I took the watch off my wrist.